Hello, my name is Daniel Bean. I'm in Richard Hartley's Tech 1010 online class. For this video, I've been reading about the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster that happened on January 28th, 1986. Basically what happened is NASA approved of a launch that should not have been approved, and a lot of people died because of that. Good, smart people. And so the first question in this prompt is, what could NASA have done differently? I think the first thing that NASA could have done is listened to the engineers in the first place. I think NASA had a lot of political and social pressure to really set off that launch. So I think if NASA had stopped taking so much pressure from outside sources, political sources, wanting to gain favor in the government, trying to beat Russia, and rather put safety as a priority rather than racing to space, those lives could have been saved. The next question, what should Roger Boegely, I tried to look up his name, have done differently, if anything? And so I think Roger did a really good job of reporting to his management and submitting, or prior to this incident, that those O-rings were going to fail, that they were not ready for that. And so it's just such a bad situation that Roger Boegely was in, because he submitted it to his superiors. He did what he should have done according to the management, but that wasn't enough. And so I think if Roger had been more willing to kind of push past his management, or even directly contact NASA and say and give evidence as to why those O-rings would have failed, there could have possibly been more substance to stop that launch. What also stinks is how he was not included in that phone call prior to launch, talking about the possible ramifications of launching in that weather situation. Third question, what do you, the students, see as your future engineering professional responsibilities in relation to both being loyal to management and protecting the public welfare? Although I'm not an engineer, I am a finance major, and so I think it's really important, no matter what your career is, that you're doing what you do in an ethical manner, and that you are putting the public welfare first rather than your management, because especially in this disaster, illustrates how NASA, although felt a lot of pressure to launch, if they had been willing to kind of take a step back and listen to the engineers when they first said it wasn't ready, rather than questioning and keep pushing, because it's so strange how they kept questioning the engineers about why it wasn't working, and it looked like it was a misunderstanding between the temperatures in the O-ring and when it was supposed to be stored versus launched, etc. If we are able to really put safety as a priority rather than let outside influences push us, then we can avoid situations like this. As a finance major, I think of Enron, where they just mismanaged a lot of people's money and accounts, and they're dishonest in their reportings, and a lot of people got hurt because of it.